Week 43 from my Law of Attraction Gratitude Journal. When resistance comes up in relationships. So first of all, let's talk about what resistance is. So resistance, you're going to know when there's resistance when things are out of alignment, right? You don't have you feel disconnected with someone, you feel like there's friction, there's all sorts of negative energy going on, because of course we're always looking for that vibrational match. So in week 43 today, this is exactly what I am talking about, is when resistance comes up in relationships. So I'm going to give you some tips about what to do. If you're just catching me for the first time, this is my Law of Attraction Gratitude Journal. There's 52 weeks in here. Each week has a tip. And then you get the opportunity to fill in your journal by answering some questions, set your intention. You kind of take a look at what did you deliberately attract last week. You get to use this ask, believe, receive process, which is extremely powerful, right? Because we have to get clear on what it is we want. In a relationship, you have to be super clear on what kind of a relationship you want, the things that you do want. And then the final page for the week is where it says abundance is a feeling. So a way to keep your vibration up and attract more of what you want in a positive manner is to be expressing gratitude all the time. That's why it's called a gratitude journal, right? So let's get to the topic of when resistance comes up in relationships. So it can be a relationship with a partner, a spouse, a co-worker, a family member. Could be someone that you just happen to be meeting or chatting with in the even in a grocery line, store, whatever. So you'll notice that there is resistance because things just don't feel good, right? Law of Attraction is all about feeling good and good vibrations, and the only job that the Law of Attraction has is to match your vibration. So when that's going on, what we're looking at is, let's say there's a scale from 0 to 100. And let's say it's a radio dial, right? And you're hopping up here, you're in the 80, 90, 100 range, you're happy, things are good. And you've got someone that's way down here. So this person could be vibing at like a 10 to 20 on radio dial 10 or 20. And what can happen if you're not vigilant and mindful is that oftentimes in relationships, even though there's this resistance here, sometimes it's easier, people will say it, well, you know, it's just easier to give in. So what happens when you give in is that you are moving your radio dial and vibrating where they're at, and that's not a very empowered state. So the goal is to just be aware of it. You know, set your vibrational set point, as I call it. Where do you want to be vibrating? You want to be on the, 70, 80, 90, 100 over here where positive vibes are, or way down here where they're kind of low and it's a lot of negative energy, because the distance, the resistance here shows how much there's not a vibrational match. And when you want to have a good relationship, you definitely want to find someone that you're a good vibrational match with. And you know it by how you feel. Oftentimes people might, walk into a meeting. Maybe there's colleagues, people that you work with, some you know, some you like, some you don't like, and you energetically understand that that energy can either be positive, so you're attracted to each other, or it can be negative. So the response that you're getting from whatever you're thinking about that other person matches the energy and response that you're sending about them, right? Because the Law of Attraction's job is only two words: match vibration. So, if you find that you're in a place of resistance with someone, try and find some common ground. Find some way that, they can come up on the radio dial, their energy, and maybe you move down just a little bit, but there's a compromise. There's not so much resistance and friction going on, and you're being mindful. You do not have to go down into their energy field of of low energy and not feeling good. If they're not able, let's say you're up here and they're down here, if they're not able to come up to that or even meet you somewhere in the middle, then it may just be that you're not a good vibrational match and you need to go separate ways. So that is how the law of attraction works, right? Because the description says, I attract to my life whatever I put my attention, energy, or focus on, whether positive or negative. And that's where we get that phrase that what you resist persists, right? Because, you know, you're angry or there's negative energy. I don't like that person. I don't want to be together. I don't want to do that. We did that before. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Well, everything that I just said contained the word don't want. There's a chapter in the journal about using the words don't, not, and no, because they're negative, and what happens is you're giving them your attention. Well, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want to do this. So we go back to this whole thing of one of my favorite things to say and remind people of is reset your vibe. So ask yourself, so what do I want, right? Well, what do I want? You either want to hang out with this person or you don't. You have a good vibrational match or not, and then just find that place where you feel happy and you get the positive vibes again, and you'll start to see things shifting. So if you know someone that might benefit from my Law of Attraction Gratitude Journal, you can go to Amazon.com or Amazon.ca. Just click in my name, Dana Smithers. You'll find this book. And yeah, just, you know, expressing gratitude is probably one of the easiest things that we can do with our mind, is just to say, thank you, I appreciate that. You know, before you go to sleep at night, think of 3 things that you're grateful for. More is fine. If you only think of 1, that's good. When you wake up in the morning, before you have to get up and get the world started and all that energy is coming at you, just express a little bit of gratitude. What are you grateful for? You know, set the day, right? You know, preset your day. Actually get it so that, yeah, this is going to be a really good day. So that's it for me, Dana Smithers. You can find more of my videos on YouTube, Empowered Women in Business, and also my website, Empowered Women in Business. If you're looking at wanting to manifest more in your life, better relationships, better finances, better health, you need to get rid of some negative trapped emotions, mindset, then check it out under Law of Attraction on my website.